Darwin asked a successful like those of land mammals. The island creatures instead were just randomly different from them. This is an intermediate species, exactly what evolution tells us from island life. At the back end of the Mesosaurus body, there are small, yet fully developed hips, legs, ankles, feet, toe bones. These legs are far too small for walking on land, but they may have been used for ball-bending or for scratching away parasites and itchy skin. Evolutionary theory tells us that the further we go back in time, the harder it should be to distinguish whales from normal land mammals. Meet Myocetus. The hip bones of Myocetus seem sturdy enough to walk on land, but this animal is considered to be a whale for many reasons. Their skeletons have all been found among fossils of sea creatures, which tells us they lived in the ocean. Their short legs, combined with long, flat fingers and toes,
Charge. It's dead, it does not need to be charged. There's a plug-in right there by that table. Right.
So first I'm going to see what you know just by starting the podcast. So you have pictures and then you have the definitions. So let's see if you know any of these before we start playing. So image is an organism of the same species.
There are germs which can kill you. Animals that can eat you. You die of heat exhaustion. You can die of exposure to the cold.
Do you know what
When parents produce a variety of offspring, nature, simply by being difficult to survive in, decides which of those variations get to live.
would it help if I give you a list of the popular ones? Let's do that. I'll give you a list of the popular ones.
The nostril thing on the end, and then it went to the middle of their head, and then it got to the very back where they have the hole. So that's going to be the embryology of it. The fossil record is what lets us trace it all the way back to what? A baby. Back in time. Okay, so it lets us look at all of things that could have been a what? A mammal. Okay, but it's also telling us what? The whale, but what did the whale have that they don't have now? Legs. Okay, they have legs. Okay, so do they still have those bones in their body? Yeah. Okay, so that's helping us determine whether or not it's related by a common ancestor. Now, your activity that you're going to do is we're going to look at horses. Guess what? A horse used to be about the size of a goat. The common ancestor was about the size of a goat. And then it got all the way up to the big old horses we know now. So you're going to look at this chart and you're going to answer these. Okay?
Pretty neat. Right now. But it says the preserved remains or traces of an organism that lived in the past. Do you think that is going to be adaptation, diversity, or fossil? Yeah. Good.
Random mutations have arisen in different mosses, and over the course of generations, ability to escape average has given rise to the diversity of sound production strategies we see today. Natural selection, in turn, favors new adaptations of bats, blocking predator and prey when a co-evolution is back.
Gradual change in is what word? Gradual change.
That's the beauty of scientific methods and self-advancement.
Over.
Is that
Is what?
question opens up
Where's that? Where is it?
whenever there are questions about
Any? Very good. Is mutation good? So any change. What are these? What is that? DNA. Good. And what word is that? Very good.
Ladies, I videoed you in a co-teaching model. Y'all just do a fantastic job, and could just be the model for our really school district at effective co-teaching. So I wanted to ask you how you got to that place of effective co-teaching, how you plan lessons together, how you pull small groups. Just talk about your co-teaching model.
I feel like we were just naturally drawn. Yeah, we just clicked, so that helped. But as far as like planning, this is my first year in science, so Dana is kind of like the content person. She knows science. She knows what the kids need to know for standards, and then I'm kind of the small group intervention. I just kind of throw new ideas out that I feel like she may not have tried before, or
It's fabulous.
okay.
And you learn when the kids learn, so you come up with questions that maybe the kids have, they're just too scared to think of.
Right, or like I clarify. Like if she's teaching and then something, if I just notice that that's something that is sort of difficult, I'll just be like, can you talk about that a little bit more? Or I'll ask a question that I feel like the kids may be asking in their heads and not wanting to verbalize it.
Yeah.
We just bounce off each other. I think it's a really good balance.
And the kids have no idea.
Yeah.
They think it's all planned.
Yeah.
Talk about how you divide up the work on the weekly lesson planning, and especially like y'all use manipulatives and card sorts for your EL kids, ESS, all struggling students, and talk about those strategies that you use.
We just divide and conquer. It just comes naturally. We'll say, okay, what do you need me to do? What do you need the other to do? And we plan it out and say, okay, I'll work on this part, you do that part, and we reconvene and do it together.
Like we'll usually start with planning. Like what do they need to know? What do we want to accomplish for the week? And then go into more detail. Like what sort of things can we make for the week? What sort of things can we find? Because we try to find as much as possible. Like teachers pay teachers, or we ask, other science teachers.
Or we create our own.
And then we'll create our own if we have to. But it starts with what do we want them to accomplish this week? What do they need to know? And then we just kind of
go from there. What are they struggling with? How can we make it fun? How can we make it click? And that just kind of leads to what we do.
We also listen to the students a lot.
Yeah.
Like if the students, sometimes they'll say, we're tired of doing foldables, or we've taken a lot of notes lately. We'll ask them, okay, so what's another thing that you like to do? And we try to mix things up. So it's not every day they come to science class and they're doing the same thing.
Yeah.